5 months ago, Hamza always liked to act the big man. Spending time hitting the town with his mates was more important than studying mechanics at college.
Absent, absent, absent. No, Mum, I don't need those exams because...
No, you will need it, Hamza.
No, I don't, Mum. Relax.
Why you cheat all the time and lying?
I'm not lying. Chill.
Hamza's behaviour had his traditional Pakistani family fearing the worst.
They want to pick and choose for me and I don't want to, I'll do it myself.
To me, it seems as if Hamza's just lost that respect and he's lost himself.
Privately educated schoolgirl Charlie treated life like one big joke.
There's nothing serious to my life at all, and I refuse to take anything seriously.
Come and get me! I'm drinking underage! I'll go out about 3 or 4 times a week, and I'll down about 9-10 pints.
Bringing Charlotte up has been a very, very challenging experience from day one. She has been somebody who does not accept the word no.
To make matters worse, Dad, Bob, has multiple sclerosis, a disease that attacks nerves in the brain cells and spinal cord. But no one talked about it.
I think she was quite young when you were first diagnosed. She was probably about 4 or 5, wasn't she?
Yes.
And probably too young to understand what it was then.
Yeah.
I don't really talk to my dad about my future or anything, because he's probably got his own stuff going on, you know? And he probably, you know, why do you want to hear about that?
Hi, you're all right.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
The British teens were sent over 6,000 miles to South Africa. Mums Anna Marie and Suzanne fought to change the laws preventing gay couples from adopting children, and won. They successfully raised 2 children together.
As long as you live in this house, doesn't matter whether you're 22 or 12, you have to follow our rules and principles. Honesty, responsibility.
Compassion.
Charlie and Hamza had no idea who they would be staying with.
Are those 2 blokes?
No, don't say that. I think that's a woman.
Oh, that's a woman.
Actually, no, is it 2 women? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, there's 2 women, what the... I didn't want to get out, man. I don't want to meet these mates, bro. I swear down, bro. You go in there, I ain't going. Oh, 2 women.
Oh, my God.
And then, like, we got out, we met him, and I was just thinking to myself, raw, man. Like, you could just straight away tell my face was dropped.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. Hello. As soon as Suzanne hugged me, I go, why is she hugging me? She don't even know me. Like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? So I wasn't used to that. Definitely wasn't used to that. You know, I thought to myself, raw, bro, what's the other one? If this one's hugging me, what's the other one going to do to me? You know what I mean? So...
Me and Hamza instantly knew which one was the disciplined one and which one was the kind, motherly type. Because we got Anne-Marie, handshake, Suzanne, hug, and I was thinking, I know who's in charge. That's it, I've been put in my place.
Barrister Anna Marie ran a tight ship and wasted no time in laying down the law.
No drinking, no drugs, no sex or obscene language while staying with us. And definitely no smoking in the house. We get up at 6:30 in the morning.
I got a problem with that one.
You won't have a problem.
I thought, you know, I'm not taking no rules from no women, bruv. Fuck that, man. I go, bruv, I'm a man, bruv. They're gonna take rules from me, you know what I mean? That's how it's gonna work.
6:30.
I feel like a slave. Fuck this, I ain't doing this, man. It took about 8 minutes, I'd say. 8 minutes before I chucked the spade and walked off. I gave up that quick.
Listen, Hamza, I'm not quite sure where you think you are. Look at me when I speak to you. You're a child in this house. I am your parent whilst your parents are not here, okay? I don't care whether you like planting trees. I don't care whether you think it's a good idea or whether it's purposeless or purposeful. Do you know what I care about? I care about the fact that you, at the moment, are living a purposeless life. And you know that. And that's why you're here. Put down that cigarette.
Can I finish it?
No. Kill it. I've had enough of you. Kill that cigarette now. Just do me a favor and for once put some effort into your life. Don't be so useless, man. Come on.
My mum wouldn't come up to my face and do that. And a woman doing that, coming up to my face, and the way she came up to my face and had a go at me, and the way she told me to throw my cigarette away and get in the car, and she was still having a go at me. So I definitely respected her much more and saw her in a different light.
Hamza will never forget the day Anna Marie took him to the township to rebuild his shack.
Definitely made me appreciate a lot of things that I've got at home. Because they don't have nothing, they don't even have proper shoes on their feet, and I felt so bad for them. And I was just thinking, you know, I need to appreciate more things.
What do you think, eh?
Well, it's crazy, that does.
Isn't that brilliant?
It made me appreciate what Anne-Marie did for me, and me not putting the effort in, it's just a big smack in their face. The last time I dug a hole, yeah, I moaned like a little girl, I admit that. And I was a bit stupid, I didn't, you know, see the point of doing it. But this time I'm really enjoying it, and I never thought I'd enjoy it this much. And I just want to say thank you so much, honestly.
It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
It's all right. When I went there and I helped out and I realised, I thought, man, you know, I could do this effort at home, you know. If I can do it here, why can't I do it at home?
Charlie finally opened up about her feelings when Suzanne took her to an animal rescue mission.
It's all right. It's all right. There we go. The owners, they stabbed him because they couldn't afford to feed him, and they don't want him back. I just think that's, you know, awful. The animal shelter got to me. It's just like all these sweet animals and they're putting them down. It was just like awful.
What you did today made a big difference.
Yeah.
A really big difference.
I hope so.
Absolutely. And it was a braver thing than most people do in their lives sometimes.
It was so nice to hear that Suzanne, like, telling me that how I made her proud, and I thought, I just want to do that with my own parents, because I didn't really do anything to make them proud, and that was kind of a bit nasty. You know, it made me feel like I wasn't achieving anything, wasn't getting on with anything.
Mama, sweetheart, you look after yourself and you go home. And
I want to say thank you so much for giving us the opportunity and your lovely parents, and I have a lot of love for you. I didn't want to go home, I wanted to stay. I go, brother, I need to do my passport or do something, please. Because they did so much for us in that week, and that week went so quick. So, you know, I was a little sad that I had to go.
I know someone would be pleased to see you.
God, it's been 10 days.
Yeah, I know.
Hello, sweetie. How are you?
All right.
Yeah.
Before her trip to South Africa, Charlie had never talked to her dad about her feelings towards his illness.
It just worries me sometimes, Dad. It's not like I can pretend that it's not happening.
It might be helpful for you to read some of the notes from the neurologist, because you're grown up now, and that will give you some insight. You know, what might happen or what might not happen, we don't know.
I mean, I said to him, I said, Dad, we need to talk about this sort of thing. And he starts mentioning, you know, letters from the neurologist, and I'm thinking, no, Dad, it's not about letters from someone else. It's about, you know, the words coming from your mouth. It's about what you're saying. It's not about what some other guy's written a report about you, you know? It's not about that. It's about our relationship, and it's about us talking. And so I think that's definitely helped us open up, and we're definitely getting on much better now.
That's it. That's better. Maybe the life experience that she's had in South Africa has triggered her to think about other people a little bit more. And that includes us.
What's going on, Dad? Hey, you good? Yeah, I am. Right, I'll just fold all this then. My life was down in the gutter, to be honest. You have to do that now, but now it's not. I'm seeing things quite in a positive side, you know, getting on along with people. I'm enjoying life more than I used to.
I know you. Mummy. Hamza understands what I think family values are now, and he does value that time. Whether that be, you know, spending 5 minutes with my mum, or whether that be 5 minutes spending with my dad, it's fun.
Don't get emotional, chill, relax. I have been kind of focusing on my religion as well a bit more. I've started to go to the mosque to pray, so it's a good thing, and Mum and Dad are happy with that as well.
Before Hamza went away, he wasn't praying at all. In that sense, I think he's proud of himself that he is trying. And then at the same time, he's making my parents quite proud of him as well.
If it weren't for Anne-Marie and Suzanne, I wouldn't see the stuff what I saw, and the way I'd be feeling and the way how I opened up and that. So I would thank them for making me see that you don't need drugs, you don't need alcohol, you don't need cigarettes, all these kind of stuff to have a good time.
Stop swearing. What's wrong with you?
Do you want me to leave the kettle in the cooker?
She will not be told about anything. I think she knows everything. She wants to shock people all the time with her appearance, her language. She loves to stand out in a crowd. She loves to be the centre of attention.
Having done OK at GCSEs, Shola preferred to study the boys instead of the books.
She's just done exams. I've never seen her do any revision. She seems to think she's failed already before she's even got the results.
Her mother, Andrea, was at her wit's end.
If this is how she's spending her free time, I'm glad I've seen it here in my own home to know that she's even more out of control than I thought she was.
I love this girl. Yay!
The party don't start till I get there. Your inhibitions go away, so it's easier to like talk to people, to make new friends, to make conversation.
Joey was a shy youngster and always found it hard to make friends.
Unfortunately for him, there was nobody around the area of his age or that he got on with.
He was very much a loner, and suddenly now he's gone the opposite way. He's got a large circle of friends who we know very little about, to be truthful.
Despite being talented at art, Joey had flunked out of college and spent the last year boozing and partying.
I just feel a bit like I don't really have much direction, and I think that's partly why I go out and get wasted, because it's like you don't have to think about reality, you just sort of escape it. I'm Joey. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Shola and Joey were sent to Gurgaon in northern India.
For an uncontrolled child, definitely whoever comes to live with us, we are definitely a big match for them. In 18 days, if you tell me there is no chemistry work, then I'm a fool. I am where I am today due to education, you know. If there's any page on which you are not circled red, then you can let me know. And if we can shape our children, we can shape any child.
Arriving in India, Joey immediately resorted to alcohol to deal with his stress.
I had this bottle of gin and I thought, like, put some in a water bottle so then I can disguise it because it's clear liquid. I didn't know if they were going to search us like straight away or like anything like that, so I just thought I have to be like one step ahead of them.
Oh my God, I can see him.
With introductions out of the way, the dad Ashwani got straight to the point.
Only wear respectable Indian and Western clothes. For Indian girls, definitely. Respect is to cover their body.
That's the thing. I'm in India, but I'm not Indian. Sometimes someone's image means a lot to someone.
Of course, the most important, drinking liquor.
More like alcohol, no. Obviously, I wasn't just going to give up my fags and booze. Like, what would be the point in that, going there and being like, oh yeah, by the way, I brought some alcohol and some cigarettes. Like, no.
Let's go get drunk.
The teens' cunning plan to deceive the family had worked.
It was definitely part of my plan to just be like sly and just see how much I could get away with. I like to think that I'm pretty clever, like at being pretty cunning. This is day one and I'm calling time out, you know what I mean?
No one's clocked, I don't think. No one's really. I think they just think we're a bit weird.
But Joey paid a heavy price when he was woken at 6 a.m. the next morning.
Joey, good morning.
Honestly, I've never had such a bad hangover. Oh my God, my head was pounding so bad. I've never felt so... Oh, it was horrible. I think hangovers in India are like 10 times worse than this country.
But if it wasn't the booze, it was the fags. The minute Shola and Joey got to school, they sparked up.
Happy about it?
We're rebels, we don't care. Yeah, well, we started smoking as soon as we got there, obviously. I speak for myself, and I was, like, stressed out about the whole thing. I wasn't really taking it seriously, I just thought I was just a laugh. I think when the security guy came in, that's when it got serious.
Suspecting more contraband, the head ordered a search.
Hey, where are you going?
With gin stashed away, Joey wasn't keen to cooperate.
Get off me, please.
No, please, let me calm down then. Just get off me.
I'm saying, like, they're not going to search my bag. I was pretty, like, defiant on that. But, like, they weren't backing down either, so I was just like, fuck no. I was just freaked out, to be honest. I just had enough then.
Change for Joey came after he was thrown out of school, and Dad Ashwani tried to understand his bad behaviour.
I think it's good, the fact that they do want to sit down and talk to you, and, like, if you have any problems, then you get them, like, aired, like, out in the open, like, everyone sort of says what they think, and, like, after it you feel a lot better because it's, like, resolved. Whereas in my house, it's just, like, issues just carry on, like, there's never, like, a resolution.
Sparks flew when Shola refused to wear a headscarf in honour of Ashwani's dead father.
You can't just walk out of here. You have to finish this argument right now. Or you walk out of the house from here.
I'm not going out the house.
Right now you can go out.
You want me to take you out?
Get a fucking lighter, man. Jam.
Again you said fucking? Fucking word for you.
Fair.
I think she's being disrespectful.
Why are you using this word?
Because what's your problem? Just leave
What's
me
your problem?
alone.
Don't say fucking in my
Get
house.
off me.
You just move
Get
out.
off me.
Just move out of my house.
Get out!
Just move out.
Get off me.
Don't try
Get
to
off me.
move out. Move out.
Get off.
Just move out. You're not allowed here.
I don't even remember what he looked like at that time because it was such an adrenaline. I just remember him, like, chucking me out.
Just move out.
That's what I'm doing.
Just
get off me, I swear to God!
Just get it out.
Fuck you. Fuck off. Right. As soon as he shut the door in my face, like, it was like reality. Like, in London, if that happened, I'd have friends to stay at. I know my way around. But in India, I was completely, like, isolated from everything and everyone. So I didn't have a choice. I just had to literally just sit outside and, like, think about what I was going to do.
I definitely do feel that it was, like, disrespectful, the fact that she perhaps kicked off the way she did. But I think, I don't know, I think she probably, like, figured out in the end that she was in the wrong kind of thing.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect. I overreacted.
It's really hurt me by doing what I have done to you also. No shit. Shola, go and sleep and be ready for the morning tomorrow.
Even at the time, I didn't think I was right, like, after he kicked me out. But I didn't want to have to, like, go in. I hate saying sorry to people. I hate it. Like, I'd never say sorry to people. So it was really weird, like, when I eventually said sorry to him, it was, like, a big difference.
The next day, Shola was on her best behaviour at the temple.
Surprisingly, I'm less bothered about my appearance unless it's a big event. Like, I don't mind going down to Sainsbury's in my pyjamas. I'm not fussed. Like, I don't mind just having no makeup on.
When Joey returned to school, he left the booze and fags behind.
Who wants to go first and talk about the poster they made? Who'll come forward? Joey, want to take a turn? Would you like to talk about it?
Hi. I made my poster, obviously, it's about water conservation. And my slogan is conserving water in the present for a better future, because obviously, like, you need to, like, prepare for the future by, like, acting now. Yeah, that's my poster.
That's very nice.
It just makes you appreciate the fact that I might have, like, thrown away, like, all my education and stuff, and I just didn't really give a shit. So it makes you think, like, right, okay, I've, like, fucked up in the past, but I'm keen to, like, sort of get more focus on the future.
Having found his voice in public, Joey made a discovery.
All gone. I've learnt here that you can just, like, deal with your problems in other ways. I don't feel that I need the alcohol anymore. Like, there's no reason to have it. It's definitely made me realise how important family is, like, in the grand scheme of things. Like, seeing them, like, bonding with them as a family, like, in such a short amount of time, made me want a better relationship with both my mum and my dad. So yeah, definitely.
Hi, Mum.
You too, and take care of you and your mom as well. Both of you.
When I spent time with the mum over there, it made me want to spend more time back in London with my mum, because maybe that's why our relationship, like, isn't that great. Love you, Mum. Love you, Dad. Love you. Shut up!
Oh, I've missed you so much, honestly, I really have.
I'm definitely a lot calmer. That's the one thing I've noticed. Before the trip, I was stressed about everything. I like argue about everything, but I've been so calm since I got back. Like, everything's just easy.
Yeah, but now you've got black hair, you can wear any colour again.
No, I know, but I just don't want to stand out. I look like a big flower.
I think her future does look better than it did before she went away, because she was not bothered about even going back to college. If I fail all my lessons, doesn't matter. I can just go out and get a job. She thinks it's that easy, but I think now she realises that it's harder to get a job, and she does need qualifications, and she does need to carry on in college. I can see a lot more glimpses of the caring, sharing Charlotte that she used to be, and it is little steps, but eventually I think she'll get there.
Hello. Hiya.
You all right?
I'm fine. Hiya.
Have a good time, kiddo.
Interesting. I think like it made me realise being in India like how much my parents do actually do for me. So it's made me want to like give back a little bit and help out. It's not such a bad thing really. It's easier to help out when you're sober as well. If you're hungover, it's horrible. But
I definitely would say he's happier now and happier to be at home and be around us and not trying to get out with his friends all the time.
Since I've been home, I think I've definitely like had more of a focus, like doing my artwork is something that I don't think I should have given up on, and being in India did sort of like reignite that spark to like have some motivation and actually do something that I'm actually pretty good at.
I just want money to go out.
I ain't got no money. I gave you. What did I tell you?
I don't care. Just give me money.
No, you've got no money. You get your own money now, yeah? That's what's going to happen now.
Can I just have money?
How much you need?
I don't know, just money.
I'm just going to give you a tenner. That's all I've got.
1, 2. Ramsey blew all his dad's money on clothes and parties.
If I see something, I buy it even though I don't need it. I know I'm spoiled, but if they said no when I was younger, I wouldn't be like this.
I'll get you a drink, but I'll get you a small bottle, right?
Dad, we always do! Fucking hell!
Bryony, please stop swearing.
Bryony's anger meant she was kicked out of every school she had ever attended.
She can get quite angry if she can't get her own way.
I get so angry, I can feel it all can't. Oh, it's horrible. Even talking about being angry makes me angry. I hate it.
With Bryony's future at a standstill, Dad Bill had run out of options.
I think she's a spoiled little cow, yeah. That's my own fault. She treats me like a slave. She seems to have no respect for me. I just feel like from the time I get up in the morning to the time I go to bed, it's just a constant battle.
Hi. Hi, I'm Bryony.
I'm Lindsay.
Hey.
Nervous.
Yeah, really nervous.
The teens were sent to Buenos Aires in Argentina.
The first and most important rule in our house is to follow the rules.
They respect the rules. They can go to parties. If they don't respect the school rules or our rules, they know that the answer is no.
Oh my God, imagine if we lived there. Look at that. Look at them houses. I better be rich, otherwise I can't sit in a mud hut. It was horrible. I thought we were going to stay in like a slum. All these like buildings falling down and stuff. Oh, I wasn't happy.
You felt like you was in a different country as soon as you went through the gay community. Like, it was just like America. It was crazy just to see outside this wall was a slum where people are like starving and stuff like that, and then you got people that, I don't know, it's just crazy.
Dad Gonzalo had a military upbringing and was quick to give the orders.
The first rule is respect the rules of our family. As we tell our kids, school is your job. You're going to go to school.
No, I'm not fucking going to school. When we first got told the rules, me and Rosie was a bit like, some of these rules were a bit stupid. We really just didn't care. We were like, we're not going to stick to these rules, what the hell?
On the teens' first day at school, Bryony's anger got the better of her.
You want to read and you don't want to work, it's okay.
I'm listening.
Yeah, but it's not enough, you know. You're being disrespectful with that attitude.
I can't deal with fucking English. I've already been to school. I've finished school now, and I didn't want to be sitting there listening to English and stuff. I do get a bit claustrophobic, and I was getting so angry. So I was like, fine, I'll just have a cigarette here. But then she like snapped it, and then I was trying to get out. It was a bit of a struggle.
You fucking what? Fucking move! Don't touch fucking me. Move! Don't fucking do that! Don't touch. Fucking move now!
But in the end, I did push her a little bit.
Do you want a punch? No. Do you want a punch?
I don't need to be aggressive.
Oh, gosh.
I just felt bad about it. I wish I didn't do it, because just pushing someone is just harsh, and there's no need for that. Like, she was just trying to help.
The turning point for the teens came when they helped out at a small nursery school in a slum.
I've never been to a place like this before in my life. When we had to drive through the gated community to get to the slums, like a river full of shit basically, and houses falling into it, and I was just amazed. Like I was really scared, and everyone was just staring at you. I was like, I'm gonna die. I was convinced I was gonna die. I was like,
Hola chicos, buen día, ¿cómo les va? Esta es Bree y Ram.
I feel like such a mug. Like them kids, instead of going out roaming the streets, they've gone to basically a youth club. What these two like amazing people have built on the back of their house to learn. Like over here, you don't get that, but there, it's all about education, so you don't have to be in that slum all the time. It was just mind-blowing, I think.
The teens were asked to redecorate one of the classrooms.
Is it going in?
Yeah, bits on the side, so it's fine. They haven't got much, but it's a lot to them, and they're happy. I didn't think they'd be really happy at all, but they're happy. Like, it's made me realise that I don't really need all the stuff I've got, and I get angry if I don't get what I want.
When Gonzalo discovered the teens had been expelled from school, he said they had to earn the right to continue their work at the slum.
Thursday, I think you're not going again to the activity. You have to earn it.
Yeah, but we're not exactly earning, we're helping people who are like less fortunate.
So you won't even let us help people?
If you want to go back,
I do.
show some, effort, okay?
When he said that we wasn't allowed to go back unless we made an effort, I think it sort of like hit us, especially me, because I really enjoyed it so much. And then like I think everything changed then.
Looking back now, I actually really understand why he did it, because it weren't because he didn't want us to go, it was because we didn't deserve to go.
To prove to Gonzalo they could change, the teens spent a day doing chores. And as a reward, they returned to the slums to finish the job.
Going into that slum, I think that was the highlight of the experience. I was just so proud. We've done a whole room and like painted it in like 2 days. It's the first time I've done something for someone and actually enjoyed it and wanted to do it again. I just want to carry on.
They all want to thank you very, very much for having done the painting and the drawings, and they're very, very grateful. Thank you.
When I finished that wall, like after we painted it and the kids put their hands in it, it was just amazing. Like it does make me like more happy, like thinking about I've finished that and they're probably still enjoying it. Thank you so much.
We love you.
I love you too. It was horrible. It was horrible. I didn't want to say goodbye. I didn't want to let go. I was like, I just couldn't stop crying. Didn't want to get in the car and go.
Thank you for everything. You make a big effort.
I try.
Yeah, no, you make an excellent effort.
One last time.
That's right.
I always thought family was nothing. I can stop talking to them when I'm older. they don't matter to me, but they're your family, like, they're there for you no matter what. Your friends could, like, just go away and leave you, but family are there forever. Yeah, I did appreciate my family more after that.
How's it going? Give us a cuddle. Oh, that's nice. You sounded a bit all right, yeah?
Since I've been back, I try and get up at 10, have a shower, eat breakfast, then I wash up, hoover, then wipe down all the sides and like mop if I can. Mine seem nothing to me because it only takes me half an hour, but to my dad, it's a massive difference because he used to come home and have to clean up my mess, wash up after like doing a 9-hour shift. It was just really selfish and horrible.
I really honestly didn't think that this day would ever come. I'm just gobsmacked that he's changed everything. It's just like a new kid, you know.
My dad's wallet was like my little piggy bank. But now I would actually think, do I need it for the day? I think that's the best thing, not just take the money that I don't need.
Hello, babe.
Hello. Hello, gorgeous.
I'll pass it to you, all right?
Well, since I've been back, I just respect things more. I respect what I've got. Like, I keep my room tidy, I tidy up, I wash up for my dad, I put my washing line in upstairs now and stuff. Just little things, it does help, and what I didn't think would help, it does. It makes a big difference, really.
I'm proud of Bridie for putting herself up, and she's growing up every day. She's changing her, and I think she will find some kind of direction in her near future.
It was a life-changing experience. I don't shut up about it. I love it, even the arguments. I think if there was no arguments, I wouldn't have learned anything. It was definitely the best. I think the best experience so far in my life.
Start out getting drunk at one of my friend's house or my house, drink a bit. On the way here, drink a bit. Go to a bar, drink a bit. Get here, drink a bit. By the time we leave, legless.
It's getting out of hand and it's painful to see somebody just literally destroyed themselves.
You can't walk in that fucking arse hills. What's your problem?
Jade's dad died 2 years ago, and her drinking spiralled.
I really loved my dad. He was like a proper main part in my life. Now he's gone and I don't really care about anyone else.
If I weren't going out, I'd just be depressed. But since I go out, I just think it's fun. I don't think there's a point of life if you're not going to go out.
I smoked it once a week, twice a week, and then I got to 3 times a week, and now I smoke it every day. But now I get to a point where I have to smoke more than £10 worth.
His family even believed he'd stolen money from them.
Connor, your brother had £10 in his wallet.
I never touched it.
So who took it then?
Fuck off.
Oh, I sat down and cried on my own. You know, I've sat down and think, where have I gone wrong? I'm just hoping in a few years' time that he realises what he's doing.
It wasn't just his mum who was affected by his behaviour.
I'm a dad. He's 7 months now. A little kid called Lewis. Was with the girl for 8 months and she fell pregnant. So she had the kid and all, and I haven't really paid any attention to it, to be honest.
The first 2 months, he was a really good dad. And then after that, he just started fading away.
If I had a tenner, I would think, well, Lewis and weed, and I'd think, shit, I'd actually buy weed with it.
You're right.
Hey, all right.
I'm Jade.
I'm Connor.
The teens were sent 5,000 miles away to Seattle on the west coast of America.
God bless this food to our body. God, you're such a...
Rob and Denise are devout Christians with strong views on parenting.
Quite often when I'm having conversations, I will use the term WWJD, what would Jesus do?
After an accident left her paralysed, Denise and Rob's rock-solid faith helped them through.
You know, every step of our lives and our decisions are strongly based on Christian fundamental belief. To us, it's basically a daily part of life. Hi, how are you?
Jade.
Jade. Connor, Jade, could you guys come down here? We'll have a quick talk.
I didn't actually care about the rules because I knew I would break them anyway, so it was just like,
First and primary things that we insist on is that we don't permit drinking, smoking, no alcohol, no cannabis, no cigarettes.
Is there no way we can smoke anywhere like outside the house?
We're expecting that you're going to give up your cigarettes and there is not going to be any smoking this week.
I won't be giving up my cigarettes at all. Sitting on that table with them was just so stressful. It was just horrible. You just sat there, you know, brains hurting, listening to his dull voice for ages. It was just like, oh, come on, come on. So I was just like, well, I'm going for a cigarette, I've had enough of this.
An hour after hearing the house rules, the teens were lighting up.
What's that? At the end of the day, I want to smoke. It's my choice to smoke. If I enjoy smoking at the moment, I want to enjoy smoking, don't I? There's a zombie fight in that house, man. They need fucking entertainment and all that. They need loading up a little
They
bit.
need some fucking alcohol in them, that's what they need.
The second day of their stay in Seattle was Independence Day.
So you guys know we're going over to a party this evening, and there's going to be some alcohol there. We don't want to take any of that.
I didn't really think it was a party because it actually weren't a party. No one was like having fun. Well, people were obviously having their own fun in their own ways, but I didn't think it was fun.
I was the shittest party I've ever been to. Like, Independence party was awful. It was so bad. Everyone would just stand around like sardines and just have one or two beers. If that was me, I'd be on my ass by halfway through that party.
With free booze up for grabs, it wasn't long before the teens were breaking the rules again.
It wasn't technically stealing because they were giving it away, it's that we weren't allowed it, so technically it was just borrowing. I really should just like put it back. It was like an alcohol pop. I don't feel guilty. Connor might. What is there to feel guilty about? When you're used to like, drinking like vodka and sambuca and stuff like that, that is just juice.
Oh, pardon me.
The following day was a turning point for Jade and Connor.
Is there anything that you need to tell me that happened yesterday at the party?
No? No, I was completely just lying out my ass. It was awful. I was just, every sentence was said was just like a big lie.
It was really bad because they called Connor out first and I didn't know whether Connor said, yeah, we did it. And I was just like, oh my God, so what if he said yeah and then I say no? Or what if he said no and I say yeah? And I got really scared. But then when Connor was walking past, he was like, say no. So I was just like, okay.
My initial feeling is that I believe you, and I'd like to continue believing and trusting you.
Oh, I feel so guilty. I feel so guilty.
They all were big about trust and all that, and they said they believed us and they trusted us, so I feel like shit, to be honest about it. I walked through the door and I just wanted to turn around and just keep walking and never get back. That place was awful. It was like a zoo in there. Oh, it was awful. I didn't like it at all.
I actually really didn't want to be there. It sounds really rude, but I felt really dirty.
What you'll find is it's fun for now and you'll have friends who will party with you, but let's say you don't have the money to buy the drinks and you don't have the money to get the pot. Those friends are going to fade away and you're going to be possibly doing stuff that you never considered yourself doing.
Some of them have had like really hard lives, but some girls went from just being like me in school, going out having fun, and now where they are, and then it kind of made me realise that I shouldn't actually probably drink as much.
The biggest thing I learned was completely stay off weed and not take anything for granted. I'm definitely glad weed's out my life because I was always associated like as a big weed head and stuff like that, and like all the time I'd get texts saying, "Oh, you come out for a smoke" and all that, and I still get occasionally ones now, but it's just at the end of the day I don't really want that no more.
As the week drew to a close, Denise wanted to understand the reason behind Jade's drinking.
My dad died when I was 15, yeah, just before my 16th birthday, yeah.
And that was fairly recent.
Yeah.
Do you miss your dad?
I don't know. Probably just like, forget it.
You know, if you think about it and you talk about it, and kind of instead of bottling things up, you let things out and discuss them, you feel better inside.
I don't know. It don't make sense, but it was kind of like, oh yeah, my dad's just gone away, like he's come back. That's what I was thinking, that's why I was like, oh, whatever. But then like, when I went away and I talked to Denise and that, it like actually made me realise that my dad ain't come back and there ain't nothing I can do to get him back. So it was just like, oh, I might as well just be like, grieve or whatever you call it.
Change came for Connor when he attended an activity day for disabled children.
It reminded me a lot of my son, of how I could be a dad to my son. I did feel good that I was having experience, but then I felt really guilty that, because we went to the park and all that, and we were playing all these games and all that, and then I would never have done that with my son.
Do you want to clip him up here?
Yeah. Really did make me want to be a better dad. Everything about that completely changed the perspective I had over being a dad and not being a dad.
So, like, if I show you, so you're going to do it like that.
Oh, I...
Do you understand?
Yeah.
When we went kayaking, all he wanted to do was go faster and faster, and I was really making the effort for him to go faster. I just kept picturing my son's head on the back of his head, and every time I was doing it, I just really wanted him there.
I just realised that everything I was doing was actually just ruining my life instead of making it better.
Hi, stranger. How are you? Are you tanned?
When my dad died, I just think I kind of blamed it on my mum. But now I don't blame my mum, I don't blame anyone.
Okay, thank you. Being away made Jade to realise that the way she treats me is not right.
Made me realise that mum ain't going to be here forever. And like, you should cherish all the time that you have with your parents.
She should try and remember the positive things she had with her dad. Time is the greatest healer.
Oh, I missed you.
Yeah?
Yeah, how was your week?
Missed you as well, mate. Biggest change in Connor, and the thing I'm most pleased about, is him stop smoking the weed. That has made such a difference to his old mannerism, his health, his attitude. Totally different personality, totally different, and that's the most thing I'm happy about. Okay, then, yeah, no problem.
Danny's picking her up, isn't she still?
Before I went, my relationship with my mum was awful. But then when I got back, we were just like best friends, we like bread and butter. We just completely, everything we did together now, we go out for walks, we go cinema, we just, not even, it's just like little things we do with each other. It's just like, it's really good, we get along. We still have our little arguments, but every family has arguments, but it's not like it was at all.
I'm really proud of him. Before, he didn't really love himself, couldn't be bothered, but yeah, I'm really proud of him.
I've been seeing Lewis a bit more when I've come back now, and it's just a lot better. He's actually starting to realise I'm his dad, and it's just really nice to see him smile with me and know who I am.